A diner is closing in Charlotte. This is a diner, and you may be familiar with it, Matties Diner. It is, or it was located in Plaza Midwood.
Yeah, I think they are for a couple more days.
Okay, a couple of more days. So it's still there, but they have decided to close. James, you're familiar with this diner, right?
I have eaten at both of their locations.
Okay.
So as you mentioned, Nick, they have a location kind of Plaza Midwood-ish, and they used to be over by the, I think it was called the NC Music Factory. That has a different name now, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. So they have had two different locations here in the Charlotte area in the decade or so I've lived here. So they were by the Music Factory. Mm-hmm. They closed, and then they came back a couple years ago in this new location, and now we've learned, Nick, they're closing again.
And I've seen it. I've never gotten a chance to eat at Mattie's Diner, but every time I've driven by it, it's popular. A lot of folks are there. So Miles Harris is following up on this story, on the closure. I believe did Miles speak with? I didn't get a chance to check his update, and I guess I could be patient and wait to. Okay, let's be patient. Okay, I try to give you guys a sneak peek, but here's Miles. More on his story later concerning the closing of Mattie's Diner. Let's take a listen in.
Miles Harris, WCNC Charlotte. We are in North Charlotte focusing on this staple, as you may call it, Mattie's Diner. Mattie's Diner has really been a part of Charlotte for as long as I've actually been in the area here. And their establishment just posted on social media, and the owner just mentioned that this business is now up for sale. So I got a chance to talk to the owner, Matt King, on kind of what made them lean into this decision. And he mentioned that it's not a financial decision that they're making here, is that he actually has opened a couple of other businesses, including the Wafflery, and they are just trying to focus on those establishments, one here in Charlotte, but also one in the Boone area in Western North Carolina. And again, really just trying to focus their time and efforts towards that for himself, for his family, and really just trying to make the best business decision for them in that matter as well. So we got a chance to talk to him about that. Again, Mattie's Diner, it is up for sale. But he is hopeful that whoever does take over this business can keep the name, keep its taste, keep its style, keep all of that intact for the business, and they are now hoping that somebody can oversee that, keep it as it currently is, and making sure that it is a huge mark in this North Charlotte community. But we also got a chance to talk to a economist out at UNC Charlotte and kind of weighing in on what could we see change here, not just in the near future, but over the next couple of years when it comes to local and small businesses trying to keep above water. He says, because of those tariffs and those impacts, they could weigh in on these businesses who don't have a lot to kind of lean into those, to those changes when it comes to the finances. They might have to go into those businesses, to those owners, and they have to make some really challenging decisions here. So again, we'll kind of keep an eye out and see who actually ends up buying this business. But again, Mattie's Diner is now up for sale in hopes that they can keep the name, its style, its taste all here as well.
All right, so that's Miles Harris on the closing of Mattie's Diner. You can catch Miles at 5:30, and after that story airs, you can catch it obviously on our news app and on our website, WCNC.com. Again, a staple in the community. All right, so let's go back into the vault. All right, so back in 2021, when Mattie's moved, we got a chance to interview the owner. Back in 2021, 2021 feels like a lifetime ago, but 2021, about 4 years ago, as they were moving to their current location now in Plaza Midwood, we got a chance to catch up with the owner. Let's take a listen into that interview from 2021.
My name is Matt King. All my friends call me Mattie, and I am the owner of Mattie's Diner. We bought the diner in New Jersey and moved it down here back in 2005, and we were located in the Music Factory from 2010 to 2015, and then they sold that land, and we've had it in storage for about 6 years while we were looking for a new location, and we were fortunate enough to find this location here on the Plaza in Shamrock. Yesterday we had our diner in storage about 3 miles away from here on Statesville Road, and we moved it over to the site and dropped it off here. And today we brought the crane out, and we just picked up the diner from its blocks, and we're setting it on top of its foundation. It weighs about 42,000 pounds, and these guys have been working on it for about 5 hours now, I guess, to get it set in place. And then once that happens, we can continue building, and we'll be open up in about 8 weeks. you know, we expect, if I'm being totally honest, we expected to be open by now, and then COVID came along and slowed us down. There's a lot of hiccups along the way. We had to spend about 6 months getting the property rezoned, and to get to this day has been, it's just really exciting. The diner is a community place just by nature, so we wanted to find a nice, strong community that's walkable, that has a lot of residential around, that we can just become a part of a fabric of the neighborhood. And it's just a great up-and-coming neighborhood. And we've been through some meetings with the neighborhood association. We've met a ton of the neighbors, and we're excited to be here, and they're excited to have us.
And that is the owner of Mattie's Diner, Matt King. That's from 2021 when they were moving from that location. What was that location, James?
The NC Music Factory is what it was
Okay.
known at the time.
To now Plaza Midwood. Now they announced that they are closing the property up for sale.
You want to buy it?
You said what?
You want to buy it with me? How much do you think it costs?
Oh,
I'm really good at Monopoly. We could buy it.
know.